Hello and welcome. We're going to get stuck in straight away. Let's get cracking. Right, I'm hoping I haven't destroyed the footage from the other nights. Yeah, literally, because I've been sort of cleaning up a little bit and I've realised that I'd actually half done this and then recorded it. And then obviously I've added the manure later on and I didn't come back and finish the session off. So I have been busy though. I have. And I did promise about the crisp factory and I have got it working. So really, this is the grand unveiling of my latest production. I am also soon going to be releasing these on the mod hub, as in like for testing. I can't promise that Giants will release it because I've got to be honest. There's a couple of things I've got to be totally honest. I really don't understand the I-10 malarkey that Giants keep going on about. So this should really now. Did I actually see that? Yeah, I did. I was going to say should it should accept manure in it now because I did put it in there afterwards. So yeah, another thing that obviously got sort of forgotten to be done inside this particular one, but now it's added. So that's and that's right. We did another one as well, didn't we? So we're going to put down the crisp factory. But we also need a greenhouse too. It's not just a simple. It's a bit like the other one that I did. I'm gonna I've got the straw factory, which also very similarly needs. It's grass into, yeah, it is my grass field. Yes, it is. Yeah, so it also needs like beans. Now this is soybean based, but I'm calling it super soybean because it's a special thing, especially for the crisp factory. And we all know that soybean is actually one of those very well. Most people know that soybeans are very. Yeah, most people know that obviously soybeans are often used as I won't say meat replacement, but yeah, basically it is like a meat of its own, as in like it's used for flavoring. So that's why I've done soybeans. I've called it flavoring. It literally, now then, which side are we going on? Please don't tell me I've filled it. Right, let's just check. Do you know? So we know it's working. We've just seen it. So left would be better. Why is it I always find indicators when to want to find indicators. And when I want to find indicators on the gamepad, I can never find the indicators. Right, so we've got the manure going in there now. I believe we were doing something with that, weren't we? We were sending. Oh, that's right. Didn't we actually start to put the greenhouse down? Or did we do the straw factory greenhouse? Ah, we were going to do. That's right. Oh, my life. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Well, the water's receded somewhat. Oh, no, it hasn't. Yeah, and this is a bit weird, isn't it? This is the water table's very high on this map. So I think, to be honest, what we ought to do really is like raise this a little. But I think what we're going to do, I know we shouldn't, and obviously I always say that they rule as king. But I've got to be honest. This is one situation where the mechanics of the water, like, and the water table really. So we've got 391324. So we're going to raise this up so it's much, much higher than that and then level it. Do we level it from here across there? And then I say put everything back afterwards because this is one time, as I said, really where I don't think that they do reign as king in a situation like this, even though I usually say they do. I think truthfully, this is one situation where they don't. Wow, I never realised actually the raise lower was so slow in this kind of situation. Yeah, I know we're not going terribly strong. So if we just go a little bit more raised than that, and I should say if we go from that point there, that's probably, let's go strength. We want a bit more strength as well. So we want L for super duper. And if we go to that top point and then just level it, it should really, wow, we're going out a bit. Okay, I would say that's probably not too bad. So, well, it's not too bad. It really, I'm going to say it's not. Sometimes this is not so. If this was FS22, it would be right. And let's just soften that really with a little tiny one, just to bleed them in a little. And I would say that's going to be. So I think what we're going to do now. Did we stick? I don't think we did we? Because I don't think this was ready. I don't think I'd actually stuck. So, right, let's just go and see, because I really need to know what I've already put down and what I haven't. So he did do the super soybean. I don't think it was working properly, was it, the other day? So now this is. So we really do want the standard. Did I start? I started to make this. I'm not sure if it's finished. So, yeah, this is. Did I know, and I'm not sure that I finished it. This is the one thing I was working on this morning that isn't quite right. So we're not going to leave it. We're going to leave this particular one for another session. But the actual crisp factory, I think we stuck that down too, didn't we? And it wasn't ready. It got faults. It has. Well, it's been fixed now. Yeah, I made a couple of schoolboy errors on the crisp factory, and we've now got the pictures. So yeah, literally everything is right. We need to be. Yeah, the flavouring obviously is. Yeah, this was all totally wrong the other day. I'd not got the potatoes showing. Now I've got the potatoes, and everything is as it should be. So yes, this is all recipes are true to real life. I've not done it sort of based upon a giant's recipe. I've done it based upon reality, which I normally would be the first to chew giants or other modders off for, like shortchanging us on this, but this is legit. So if you add that up, it's 12. But if you add that up, that's 9. That's because it actually loses. The 6 potatoes goes down to 2. So that would mean 8, but there's a little bit of that loss that can be reclaimed as edible food, which is the pig food. So this is a totally legit. You lose 2/3 of your potatoes to produce this because of the water content of the potatoes. I've done my research. So yeah, that is now ready to rock and roll. So everything should actually work a little bit. Now, have we got anything we need to do? Yeah, so I wanted to concentrate on this, but then the trouble is with the Let's Plays, you've got to crack on with the Let's Play too. It's not so simple. But did we stick the potatoes in? Did we? The potatoes were coming in of their own validity, weren't they? So soy super beans, the manure, we obviously must have put that in ourselves. That's all right. So that's good. We do want to stick the corn in production silo. Now we have manure in this. We want to tell the manure to actually distribute, not to spawn. Yeah, I don't think it can spawn. I think it's one of those things that whether it says spawn or not, it can't, because there is no. I haven't got any special things that you could possibly spawn manure with. So yeah, it only does what it's allowed to do, doesn't it, really, what the game says. So we have now got a fully working crisp factory. The potatoes are beginning to go in there, so like it's business as usual. We will see going forwards exactly how this is actually going to do, going sort of like, yeah, so we'll see how it plays, because I've got to get my prices right. Let me just show you the minute the prices are based upon what I've actually done so far. I've no idea what I should be setting this at. So it's sort of set at quite a medium to high. Yeah, 3448, 2313. So this will be worth quite a lot. Bearing in mind the loss of the things and also the ingredients in it, I don't think it's too far off. I would say that that's probably at top price, not too bad. And all of them are set the same. I mean, that's going to be adjusted slightly because there are some of these crisps that are like worth more than others. Yeah, the flavouring, although it can be sold, again, as you can see, that's not quite so lucrative, but we're not really selling that anyway. So this is the French fries that we saw earlier. So again, 13 to 19. And any more of mine? Green bean, almond and guar glue. Hot crisps, otherwise known as chili. So again, that's another one. Lamb crisps, likewise, I say some of these will be out because some are less hard to make than others, as in some have got more ingredients than others, and I think it's only fair that the ones with, yeah, like more, or I suppose the flavouring ones are special because obviously there's an additional cost that for the flavouring element. So yeah, cheese crisps is just cheese. Cheese and onion, obviously there are two elements to that, but it also means your cycles are more, so it's not so terrible. The same losses apply to all of them, or should be. I will obviously triple check this in the background just to make sure that we're right. So yes, do we? We'll see. Yeah, we're going to play this by ear because I just really have not a clue. It says the maiden voyage of the crisp factory. So for that reason, it's a voyage of discovery. Are they too expensive? Are they not enough? All that type of stuff is all cracking on. So animals we have just seen are absolutely fine. Is there anything ready? I think there's grass, but there the popper. That's true. We haven't visited the poppers for a little while. Ooh. Oh wow! Actually, then the poppers. This is a different growth stage. Amazing. Yeah, these were little. You couldn't see the space in between. Have these changed then? These look different to what I'm used to seeing. These, as in, oh wow, they have got a lot more foliage than they used to have. Wow, I'm impressed. They actually look quite realistic, to be honest. Quite impressed with that. So they're a way off. And what have we got? So we've done. No, we haven't. Yeah, I'm going to say we've definitely not done not at this time of year. So we've got the grass, and the two sunflower seeds, and we really ought to retrieve this particular vehicle that is sitting on another farmer's field, which I don't think they'd be terribly happy about. Yeah, so let's get this off. And there's more of this water malarkey. How many updates is it going to take for Giants to fix this water issue? Whoa. What's that about? Yeah, there's quite a few people making quite a few comments. I was on Farmer Bob's YouTube page earlier, and I left a comment, and I was reading the comments from other viewers in my dinner time to sort of see what was saying. A lot of people were like talking about how it's almost quite a joke that Giants are doing as bad and they're losing the plot and all this type of thing, which I can see where people are coming from. I guess, and I mean, yeah, the recent one was talking about the editor, which anybody who obviously edits or does anything like that will realize was an absolute farce. They released one editor and then it got replaced a week later because it was just rubbish. And a lot of people, I thought it was just my machine, but a lot of people had it crash and burn on them. And Farmer Bob very kindly did a video on how to actually fix it. So yeah, right. Enough of this. Let's go through till tomorrow. Did we do the sales? Let's just check. I would imagine we did, but let's just check. Oh, you would imagine, would you? Wow. Well, that is amazing, actually. Obviously, I didn't. Or it vaguely rings a bell. Do we need a windrower? Have we got a windrower with what we've already got? Did we need a windrower? What are we actually... Are we using the... Yeah, no, we don't, because we've got the... Yeah, the mover. We never need it when we've got a mover because it does the windrowing too. Right. So in that case, then, what we really ought to be doing is a bit of buying and selling is all I'm thinking. Do we still need a header? I don't think those headers were terribly big, were they really? No, it's a 7.5 meter. All right, okay, let's do some buying and selling there. So we want to buy the Liebherr without the harvester. Oh, wow, I didn't realize this was actually came as a... Is that... Oh, right. So you get given 5,000. Wow, that's not too terrible. Collision with materials. And we will buy that for 75,000. So we should actually make even more from that than we actually thought. So we're going to buy the Seed Hook 2. No, it's not a big enough mat to actually warrant this. That's a very good price for that windrower, though. Very good price. Do we ever need one? It's a shame, isn't it? It's a real cracker. We're not going to make a lot of cash from it either. Right, let's get sorted. Let's get the crane done first, which shows us a tractor. It's a vehicle, isn't it, really? So, ooh, wow. This is the one I've got the stone picker. Yeah, I was trying to rack my brains with it. I think the auto save mod is not working right. I keep crashing certain of the Let's Plays, but I swear that this is not actually working. It only seems to work at the minute if you go inside the... I'm sure we've been here for longer than 15 minutes, and it's not done the saving malarkey. So if that's the case, then it keeps crashing Lady Hill. Yeah, I get to a certain stage and it's like it tries to do the save and then it crashes and burns. So it's the only one so far that I've actually crashed and burned on, but I am a little bit sort of being very careful to make sure that the save is actually on. Fantastic. And let's go around the back again and let's grab the Seed Hawk. And the winter, I'm still deliberating. We don't need one though, do we? It really is. Yeah, it's just a total waste of time. Although we have got the baler too. So it does give us an option if you was going to do the baler to actually sort of keep this too. If we were going to do it, we might not, but it's if you're going to use a baler, you really are going to need a windrow too. There's no point in having one without the other. So do you know, I think we will. So that's for us. Whereas this is not really suitable, I don't personally think, on a map of this size. Yeah, I think this is more small to medium personally. The fields are not monstrously large. I'd definitely call it small to medium. So the Seed Hawk seems a tad excessive to me. We never give myself the money back, did I? The amount of times I say, well, give myself the money back. And then I like think, did you give yourself the money back? Not really. You forgot again, as you frequently do. But I've got to be honest, if this was FS22 and it had cost me $500,000 or FS19 and it had cost me $1.5 million, I might be actually tempted to really follow through. But when it is so reasonable, you like think, is it really? Should I really like do that? So I believe that is probably where we'll actually leave it. That's a good price as well for a 75 tonner. It is a lorry, and so far we have not got a lorry. So, all right, so it's August. We ought to crack on with the animals, and we ought to see how we're actually doing with the crisp factory. Now, I believe we put a standard down. So how well did we do? Oh, no. 49 litres. I would say flavouring has done how much? Oh, this is the only trouble with this particular type of thing. Now, the cheese has gone across, that we can see, but the potatoes have gone across. But the flavouring, this is that problem where if you don't move things around and you speed time up for an hour, it does the move all in one thing, which basically means that it moves very late and you get very little, which is why we've only got this little amount of beef and onion crisps and none of the others at all. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. The flavouring is 5 soy super beans, and so far we have none. It's making it though. So again, I think it is that point of it not actually doing it in the sort of right time. So let's just go and do the animals. Yeah, you can't always. You often expect great miracles like that straight away, and to be honest, it doesn't usually happen like that. So we've got that ready for the greenhouse that I'm going to make over the next couple of days. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is make. I don't know whether to actually reduce the soy super beans and just put the garlic, just to specialise. Yeah, no, that is a point. We have actually got this over the road, haven't we? So we could grab one of the others. Yeah, we did already have that. I can't remember which one has got it. I cannot... Oh, that's a lucky guess. I can't get over it. Now, did we switch the traffic back on? Remind me. I know we switched it off. No, we didn't switch it back on. I think traffic is now a map-based one rather than global, but I may be talking nonsense, but I think it is. Vaguely, it rings a bell that it is. So let's wash the manure out. And we'll get them fed. That That's the tractor. That's more like it. Yes, I'm quite pleased with this. I've literally, it was one of those things where I was down to a last couple of things that weren't like right, and I realised again this is a trouble when you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you actually now then have we got any TMR being done? Oh, we have rather a lot actually. Ah. Yeah, it's a little bit temperamental. And I think it also squirts the wrong way. I need to like fix this. It's not quite right. Yes, the mini self-sufficiency is another. I've got the self-sufficiency in for testing, but I'm going to change its modeling. And now we want to change the tip side to right, I believe. Why is that? Are we filled? Oh, that would explain why it's not accepting any. Seriously, where did that? Oh, it must have had some in the. No, because we took it away, didn't we? As well as the liquid tanker, which is also missing, probably across the road. Yeah, because we were quite busy trying to actually sort out all manner of things. So let's just try and we were using you quite a bit. Right, okay. Is it? No. Where have I put that then? It's got to be across the road then, has it not? And I've like, it's got to be like near the greenhouse. Really, it's not. It's over there. I see it, and that's the biggie. But I think I saw the silver of the other one. I did. Oh, and it's got the tractor on it already. It's actually, yeah. I'm going to say we did. Right, let's grab this. Yes, I'm quite excited about this one, and the models at the minute they are getting to be where I'd like them to be. I've asked Farmer Bob a question. Oh, hang on a minute. Have we not gone through, have we? No, we haven't. We've done that where my mind does one of those things where you think you've gone through and then it's because we checked the sales and actually, yeah, we stopped. So apologies, everyone, for my aberration. Let's go through to the morning really this time. The amount of times I do that, usually after I'm confusing myself, we're doing 2 or 3 months at a time, and I think, was that yesterday that I did this, or is it this morning that I did this? So do we? No, let's do the animals first, being as we've got the everything here. Let's grab the. Yeah, well, actually, to be honest, it should probably. Well, we'll see because it's not. This is another unreliable addition to the game. I personally find where it sometimes tips and other times doesn't. You've got to be close. Well, we weren't very far away, were we? Really? So, right, I should pretty much almost fill it, or ish. Yeah, it has actually. Yeah, so there's a little tiny bit left. Let's grab the milk. Oh, now that's not bad. Being as we stole a bit from yesterday, have we? How many milkers have we got now? Oh, that 47, 67. 67 milkers. Of course, and I know what it is. I'm used to I'm used to the other milk, which is that would be an awful big herds to have that kind of thing out of the water buffalo. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Right, so we've done that. Done the slurry needs moving across, does it not? Let's grab one of the big tractors, and we will take. In fact, let's grab the real big tractor. Because it would be, a bit of a pea super. This would really be the tractor that would be suitable for this particular task. So let's grab 40 odd tons of. Did that indicate that? This is the one with the indicators you can hardly see. So yes, the indicators were definitely working, but just it's hard to see them. Sorry for continually having a go, class, but they are absolutely awful, really. There's no denying this. Your beacons are still good, but your indicators, not so good. Let's drop that down. Yes, I have worked on the very first. Was it the very first mod I did? Yes, it was fertilizer spreader. I think. Well, the first proper mod I did was the fertilizer spreader. That was my own work, completely and utterly my own work. So I'm quite just like these. The tankers are my own. You know, not obviously not again, but this is the difference. Anybody can tweak someone else's mod, but to actually make one from scratch, that takes some doing. So often you'll get the ones that don't quite look as professional as the others is probably made by someone like myself who's like just trying to like do their own thing. The really good ones are quite frequently others that are tweaked rather than made from scratch. We forget? No, we're not forgetting something. It's round here. Oh. Yeah, it's any bad thing with this. It's a bit of a monster. It's roughly where the green door is, roughly. Yeah, so we'll grab half of this. I'm not sure what we get in a day, but the sunflowers are still not ready. We can see that they're nice and beautiful, which probably be next month. And we will drop this into our... Yeah, this is quite... I've never had one of these basins before. Basin, whatever it is. Yeah, the slurry storage. I prefer to say that. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot easier to say than basin. Ooh, wow. We're getting some real pea supers. All my life. Very, very thick fog. Right, so I'm I would like to see exactly how well it does overnight this particular time. Now that we can see that everything, so you see that is going up now properly, whereas we've seen that. So I think it's now ready for us to do the. It would be interesting to see as well because this should be quite a lot of cycles times that amount. So that is grass. Yeah, we're doing the TMR, aren't we? Yeah, do we need to do a bit of hay? Oh, we've got hay. No, we don't need to do hay at all. We need a bit of straw. Chris Factory. Oh. Oh, no, we did go through. No, now that is impressive, actually. Obviously, there are certain things which are not working. We know this because there is no chili. There is no garlic. Flavouring there is, otherwise we wouldn't have the... oh no, it is pig food. I was going to say one of the crisps is not ready. It's got the pig food sign. That's because it really is pig food. Yeah, so the lamb crisps, that required flavouring, and so did the beef and onion. So both of those have done very, very well. They sort of have a bit of an advantage in so much as it's only the flavouring and the... I've tried to think about how much we need for this to work properly, which is why the greenhouse is full of soy super beans basically. So yeah, that seems to be working as well as I would have expected for a standard. We've obviously we need to do... Have I got anything for tomatoes? Yeah, good cheese and tomatoes. Yeah, so we are short of the spring onions, the tomatoes and the garlic and the chili peppers. So we're only doing a few, but even so, that's not bad at all. So we're only short of all these because we haven't got any of the other products. So, but that's impressed. That's about as good as I would have expected it to be. So let's have a look at... Oh, and now this time it looks a little bit better. Now, have we got... That's only a 6 metre sprayer. We bought a little one, didn't we? But it would be nice to have a bigger one, really. Yeah, so well, it wouldn't hurt to have two, to be totally truthful, even though we don't very often use them. It is a very good price. So I think that is amazing. Let me just check. I'm sure we haven't actually got a corn header on this one, and that I think that can actually manage the. Yeah, the going off is actually quite a light one. I think we shall have a look in a minute. I'm just checking that I haven't actually got the. Oh, that's a lizard harvester, even though it really is technically the MF. It's general flatbed Pilatus multi. Yeah, we're lucky to have that. So merge max, Dalbo. No, we haven't got any. So we really could do with especially buying that. Now that is a 5.6 tons. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful header. We're going to buy that. Definitely treat ourselves to that. Oh, would never choose a brown header really. Massey, I'd say the red really would suit it. Oh, and it is free as well, so I think we'll definitely go for the going off. 63,000. Now this is a deer header normally, so yeah, we're going to go for that. And we are also going to buy that to sell it. And we may as well buy that. No, it's just not worth. It's going to make 530 euros. Oh, are we on euros? Yes, we are. Fantastic. Let's go and yeah. Now this one, I would like to actually try. I would. I mean, for 14,573 for that kind of thing, it's sort of a flatbed in itself. Can it have a rear attacher? So we could stick the bale trailer on as well? It can. Design. Yeah, let's go all-wheel drive. Can we have some nice tyres? No, that would be asking too much. We will go for tension belts as well. For 19,000, and why not? Let's have a white van. Let's join the white van club, even though it's got a bit of a bad reputation. Let's go for the Roadster 2. We'll sell that to buy that to sell that. It will make us a 5 grand odd. So why not? Well, why would you not do that? And we will also grab that too. It's got narrow tires already, and it's a 27 meter. So another 9 odd meters on top of what we've got. So we can really field too. And I know we don't use it very often. The trouble is you're really sort of using this for the day when, you know, like you might need it. Or you're giving options to the farm, really. So I'm not sure which one's this. I don't think this will... Well, you don't know. Yeah, Kazdan is a modder that may... You see? And that's what I'm saying. Kazdan is not... Yeah, like myself, he's done things a little bit craftily with hidden hitches. Yeah, amazing. Oh, it's a beautiful, smooth drive. It's got a very good steering. Yeah, let's get this both. Well, one repaired and one sold. So let's not mix it up either. I don't want to be selling that beautiful bit of kit. So repair and sell. So that is a beaut. It really is. It wouldn't be too expensive even normally. So that's not terribly badly. Right, let's grab you. I'm quite impressed with how well we're doing as well, to be honest. No, we can't really grab that. Yeah, we'll have to put that onto the flatbed and take that back. And it's just in time for next session where we are going to be doing the sunflowers. Do we do ourselves a favour and actually run that to the side of the field? I don't think that's too terrible an idea, really. Fantastic. So then I think in that case, let's go grab the flatbed. And this can have the job of being a bale trailer plus towing that one around. That can be its prime purpose. Yes, I'm looking forward actually to seeing how well. The other thing is I can't remember. I think I left the things on my default setting, which would be January. I think, yeah, it tends to be January by default, so I need to change that going forwards. So it's like, well, we could do it whenever we like, really. In fact, we could do the different crisps at different times if we so choose. It's a bit of a longie for doing this, I've got to be honest. Oh. Now, when I took my driving test, that would have been a fail. I mean, the amount of, yeah, well, they've changed it to the English thing. It's not a 3-point term. I took my test, it had to be done in 3, no matter what. I mean, literally, no matter what. Yeah, there was no 5-point turns or 7-point turns or anything like that. You'd got to get it done, and if you didn't, then, well, so no, we won't try to do that. Let's go grab that and actually stick that on 2. And I think, yeah, we should get it. We'll leave it over across the road. And I think we'll probably leave it in October morning. We'll do just check the animals as well, because I'd imagine we could actually probably leave, yeah, that's 200,000 litres, milk and straw. We need some straw quickly. Yeah, quite a lot, which we will buy in. Yeah, it's a beautiful header. There are certain headers that are heavy that I've tried with a Massey and it can't do. This, the Colossus set, that works nicely with my Massey, and I think I'm sure with the Geringhoff was the very first one. Like, really, it's exceptionally similar to the. In fact, it might actually be this model that the Colossus has actually borrowed, shall we say? Yeah, for like switching out the XML, maybe, perhaps. It does look very similar. That's it. I'm not actually, being bad or anything. Yeah, that'll do. Let's run it across the road. So our equipment is terribly. It is amazing sometimes. I keep saying this. How certain Let's Plays that have the look of the Irish, and like every single thing your heart's desires actually comes that you need, and it all arrives. And then there are other Let's Plays where you like the look of the Irish has disappeared and you've got no look at all, and you just get stuff that you either sell or you're not very lucky at all. So yeah, it's quite amazing. Now then, where do we stick this? Out the way, but not too far off. Now the grass, I think we said we needed to actually cut the grass in September rather than wait for October. So no, that's indicator. Oh, now this is one time when you don't want your headlights on full beam. Now then, do we? Think. Oh, I think we'll crash. We'll take it onto the field for now. Not this field, that's not fair. Onto our field, and we will pull it out and let the harvester grab it in the morning. We might, as I say, we may not go forwards. I'm just trying to think. I'm sure I said we needed to cut in second growth stage this time. Sure, I said that. Yeah, so this should show us very dark green on the grass, and it does indeed. Yeah, so I think it's true. We need to like wait and hang around, do that. We've done the animals, milk, yeah, and so let's just quickly, whilst I remember, grab 50 odd tons of. In fact, yeah, no, you will do nicely. I think we could really do with a larger trailer than this, if I'm honest. Let's go grab the 50-tonner from across the road. Now then, did we? This had manure as well, so we must remember to wash it out. Just for the realism, I just like to sort of at least show willing. We all know that it, you know, you would be a bit more to it than just sticking a hose on it, but it's the best we can actually do in the game. Is what I think. No, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, this doesn't show the water very much. The silver on this particular one, not like these others where it just seems to show terribly well. But if you look closely inside, you can actually see just in little bits in places. You can just see the odd little bit. I'll just show you what. Yeah, you can just vaguely see it. But if inside, you can tend to see it a little bit better, he says, and he can't actually see it at all. No, it's not terribly good, but it's, yeah. I say it is a bit worse than most other things. All right, so then straw. We're going to buy straw in rather than actually use our own. And we'll grab we'll grab the harvester next session. That's not hurting really. Now, how much straw can we stick in this? I can't remember. We shall have a look. Ah, so we're going to have too much. Mind you, we could dump it in the morning. We've fed them, so it's not going to hurt. We have done the milk. So we're going to have to leave it here because it is true. I think this would be, although do we really care about the grass? What I mean at the minute, is it really of great importance? What it is, I don't want it to like, we've got a lot of TMR that'll easily see us over the winter. The grass is really only for the TMR. We don't really particularly care about the digestate. You've got to sometimes do what's right for the farm. And that doesn't always mean just working for the sake of work. Sometimes it means if we leave it now, it grows full growth stage and it will be ready on April morning completely. So I don't think that's a bad place. Let's go through till tomorrow morning. We'll leave that. It's just on the edge of like being worth doing. So let's go through to October morning, and yeah, I will get on with the other one with the do I do a mixed one with the soybeans and actually add the others to it and ramp up the cycles, or do we just go for a special one with? I think we'll go for a special one. We're only going to do the things that we need there. So I'm going to adapt a standard one is what I think I'm going to do. We'll check the sales. Oh, another. The Rottumer. I like the Rottumer. I just wish it was a bit bigger. Oh, well, this is bigger though. Yeah, now that would work. I like the Rottumer. I like the fact that it actually does the end turner. It's quite an amazing bit of kit. So I think we're going to leave it here. We'll have a bit of fun with this tomorrow morning, I think. Yeah, so we don't need loose as well. I'm trying to think, do we need another tractor? I think we've actually got enough tractors on this one. I think we'll probably 32,000. Now that's worth selling. This I've not had yet, but it's only a 5.4 meter dumper. Yeah, I just think it's not. To me personally, it's a bit of a. I can't ever see unless it was something that you needed for the Let's Play. It's not even got the usefulness of having a rear hitch where I could actually do something with it. It's a terribly tiny dumper, really. And again, usually in vain with like what Giants do, which is, not really. It looks beautiful, cracking model, but you sort of think, well, why did you waste that time? Because it's not going to be very useful in the game. But yeah, what do I know? It's true. It's true. Right, I think they're ready. Let's just have a quick look. So the TMR is still 200,000. That must be the meadow that's keeping them actually. The slurry is back up again. That's 20 odd thousand. Manure is. No, we put the straw in. Did we? Well, we probably ran out the time before, so it was probably my fault. Let's have a quick look across the road. I would imagine we're going to see that they're ready to. Oh, okay. One is, one isn't. Oh, that is a bit disappointing. Wow. So we're going to have to do it in 2 hits then. Not necessarily. You can actually, something I've done frequently, it won't go out of whack because it's the season for this. It's something I didn't often play around with before. That's the grass. Yeah, so that is ready third grass, which we knew. So we could actually go through till tomorrow morning. How are we looking on that? I don't really want to waste any more time with the crisps, though. Yeah. I think we'll just leave it at this point, ready to do that one field, and we'll leave it there, and then we'll do that, and then we'll get this over here done as well. Yeah, so 283,133. Do it. Yeah, let's get this lot done. Let's do this now. And then this is actually done, and we've earned a little bit of cash ready for tomorrow morning. And it is a shame in a way. It would have been a nice thing to actually have. We don't any additionals. And we will buy that as well. And we will buy. We can't, so can't quite afford it. So we'll let's do a bit of buying and selling, and then we will, and then we're going to leave it there. I know what I'm like. I'm probably going to forget that I've done this lot. All right, so we'll leave the baler. No, we'll take the baler because of the two of them. Although the Rottumer looks bigger, I'm not sure that the Rottumer wouldn't be heavier in real life. Yeah, I mean, we have bought an awful lot, really, for the farm. It's quite amazing. Yes, I don't know how big you could get the bales for this, but with it being G866, I know they would be fairly hefty. That would be quite nice. I do love this a lot, but we've already got the coons, so why would we, like, not? And yes. And let's grab the Rottumer. Oh, and did we? No, we couldn't afford it. We can now, though. Yeah, well, I was thinking we could do both of these in one hit. We could like grab one at the front and one at the back. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, so we've really sort of got almost the perfect set of equipment, including a proper potato. Yeah, we've not got a harvest or anything for potatoes. So obviously we leased the BI Industries one. Yeah, I've got 2 rollers, 25 meters in total, almost 24.6 to be exact, if we wish to be exact. Right, so yeah, I'm quite pleased with what we do. Bearing in mind we've actually spent a fortune on bits of kit over the last couple of months. Obviously, we shall see when we sold these 2 what we're actually up to. I'm not sure we're going to get everything in this particular time. We might have to move backwards or forwards. Yeah, I thought so. Now, this is a bit of a weird one. This is for objects like this, they don't always appear. Yeah. In fact, last time didn't we have to grab it and it saw it when I got it in the air? It couldn't see it when it was on the ground. I think it was something like that, which is a bit of a weird one. Yeah, it's a bit really temperamental for littler items. Sometimes I have to like sort of waggle around a bit, and it like one time you're going to get lucky. It's a bit temperamental. Okay. Yeah, even this doesn't always work. Oh. Yeah, I think this is not quite right, because if you switch the zone markers on, it still stays like where we are. Yeah, that's it. So really, it's saying that inside that is the right place to go, but we've just clearly seen that it's actually exceptionally temperamental. Yeah. And you can see it, because we're right over here. Wow, that is so temperamental. But really, if you sell that without like you're really going to lose a lot of money. That's why I was trying to persevere. So I think something's not quite right about that. It's a bit more temperamental than I'm actually used to actually sort of playing with. Right. So then we're up to 321,385. So almost like we haven't bought things, and yet we obviously have. But we're getting up to where we were before, and we bought that beautiful header as well. So really, the sales have been exceptionally good for us. Probably one of the best businesses we've actually gone into so far. Right, so let's just check. I just want to check. I think it is January, the cheesy crisps. Yeah, it is. I left it on January, the default settings. So milk bottle is still white. So we're not selling the herbicide. Yeah, all of the chocolate and that will all sort of be going up again. Oh, it's June. Wow. That is January. So some of it, I didn't realize I'd split it. That's quite interesting. Right, so I am definitely going to leave it there. It is October. Half of our crop is ready to rock and roll. We will get that done next session. We'll definitely get the harvest done. So expect me to have shifted this across the road, because I am going to do that right now. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.